It's time for Quick Draw. Get out your tickets now. We're playing Quick 2, 3, and 4. Good luck!
Thoughts, views, and comments expressed by the hosts, their guests, callers, and advisors on Eye of the Nation are not necessarily those of the management, ownership, or production unit of ILS, the Verizon Media Group. Eye of the Nation is a production of ILTV Studios and cannot be represented in part or entirety without the express written consent of the Verizon Media Group. Eye of the Nation is the intellectual property of the Verizon Media Group. Copyright 2026. All rights are reserved.
Hello and welcome to Eye on the Nation. I'm Levin Miller.
I'm Sandy Brown.
And believe it or not, it's not a drill. We're actually here. You don't go anywhere because we're not going to go anywhere.
Just a little tactical hiccup, kind of.
Because we're going to call it a to-do-ment.
A to-do-ment?
Yeah, my granddaddy used to call it that. Like anytime people was doing little something was that, she said, "Child, I hear they had big to-do-ment over there yesterday."
Well, I'm not sure if it's a to-do-ment, but something is definitely going on. But we're trying to get it together for you guys, we promise.
Yeah, so do not go anywhere. We'll be with you shortly. But I do want to say this.
Okay.
Right? I've thought about, and you know that I've been one of those people that have said that I'm not necessarily sure that I want to discuss, particularly while the case is happening, the goings on of the Defense Force Marine and the young girl who found herself in the possession of the young Marine, who ordinarily should not be in possession of a girl that age, right? But something has dawned on me. Now that the child has changed her plea,
Okay.
now that the chap has been acquitted, and I hear the prosecution saying things that they're going to reach for perjury, and my advisors have advised that that's not going to be the easiest thing to settle in a court either, just because of the threshold that is necessary to attain prosecution on perjury. The girl is still 16, yes?
Yes.
At any point in this story, is social services going to get off of their laurels? Because, yesterday we bantered a bit about, how to have a clean shot in this, right? And to be quite honest, I've not heard from two sectors of this developing, brewing cesspool of confusion, right? Thing number one is, where is this child's father? And secondarily, where the hell is the Ministry of, the Department of, the anything of social service? Because what I think we ought to collectively agree is that this parent no longer deserves the right to be in possession of this child.
I don't understand how that is so. You're going to have to explain that to me.
Because the child is still a child, and she will be, according to law, for the next 2 years. That therefore means that she has to be in someone's custody. And while I get it, she has now reached the age of consent. I'm using quotation fingers. But have we just resigned that we are going to let this underdeveloped human go on and live a life that splurges in sexual exploits? Because I don't suspect her behavior will change. I don't suspect that predators will stop being predators, and I don't suspect that her mommy is going to become any more responsible. But if the law suggests that the best place for this child
actually... In society, you're the exception, not the norm. Continue.
Well, in my micro society,
you're the exception.
All of the people that I know are doing an
statistics is saying what I'm saying.
What I'm trying to figure out, though, is do we not have an expectation that at some point there will be a social arm that rises up and enters into this story. And if not, then the question becomes, what in the name of God and righteousness does the ministry or Department of Social Service do? This looks like the ideal test case for them. It certainly meets every threshold I think possible for there to be some social engagement from welfare workers. And I've not heard, we continue to approach this thing like it is someone siphoning money off from a rich company.
Okay. Would you like me to say something now?
Sure.
Okay, this is something that has been going on from the child was 11.
Mm-hmm.
The case just, the trial just came up.
Sure.
We don't know if social services actually stepped in then. We don't know if an investigation was done to ensure that the child was safe in the home.
Sure.
We have no idea what has been done up to this point.
Was there any mention of them?
It wasn't.
That's
But
my point.
Just because it wasn't a mention of them in the story, when reporters go to the courtroom, they report on what happens in the courtroom.
Sure.
If it wasn't mentioned in the courtroom, then it wouldn't have been something that we mentioned.
And now, well, the jingle means we have to go to the break.
But we'll be back.
Y'all don't move. We coming right back up.
Right after this.
Eye on the Nation will be back right after these messages.
Vibes is resilience in motion. So even when things go out of sync, we do what it takes to bring the vibes back. At BTC, we understand your vibes because we live it. That's why we are dedicated to building a network as resilient as you, with a team of familiar faces working every day to keep you on beat. You are at the heart of everything we do. Our commitment is to keep your vibes flowing, no matter what.
We all know there are ways we can help. Your help can go even further. Be an everyday superhero. Donate to Hands for Hunger.
Welcome back to Eye on the Nation.
Okay, welcome back. I'm Leland Miller.
I'm Sandy Brown.
Today is St. Patrick's Day. It's probably because you're not St. Patrick's-y. Did you see how I was very St. Patrick's-y? I have on my green shirt. I have on my green tie.
You know it's not
I have
real.
on my Luigi socks. Yeah.
Did you really just put your foot?
Yeah. That's how they know I big time.
Okay, do you have the green beard? Did you post that?
I feel like it's at this point I require my lawyer.
I do. I'm just asking. Well, happy St. Patty's Day to anybody
No.
who does celebrate. Do you know what St. Patty's Day actually is?
Once the bear free, that's all I care.
What is St. Patty's Day? You know we gotta ask Chatty everything.
Sure.
Chatty, warming up, eh?
Oh boy. Did you do the thing?
Do the thing.
Heal this computer in Jesus' name, amen.
And as soon as you said it. So St. Patty's Day honors the patron saint of Ireland. He's credited to bringing Christianity to Ireland.
Oh wow.
So
Get all this booze?
that's what I
He
was
must
going
be
to
an
say. We
Anglican.
celebrate St. Patty's Day by getting wasted.
He must be an Anglican.
But it's a It's supposed to be a celebration of Christianity, so it's supposed to be a religious feast day.
Sounds like an Anglican to me.
Anyway,
I can tell you this ain't no Church of God holiday. I promise you that.
common traditions, wearing green to represent Ireland, drinking and partying.
Yeah. Just the way the Anglicans would love it.
You know what, I'm for it.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Sign me up to be Anglican for a day.
I'm not against it. I'm not against it. A lot of things happening in the news today.
Sure. Are you folding the two ends on the point you were making on the rat?
What was the point? I cannot remember because I feel like we talked about this situation to death. I get what you were saying about social services, but my only point was we do not know. When reporters go into the courtroom, they report on what is said in the courtroom.
Fine.
So I'm not sure anything outside that in terms of whether an investigation was done, whether social services, that side of it was something that would have been reported in the courtroom.
Sure.
But I would have assumed because this abuse started when she was 11, that when it was finally reported to police, I think by the time she was 14 or something, that there would have been a investigation from social services that goes hand in hand with the police investigation.
Sure. Now, can I tell you what my grievance is?
Okay.
My grievance is we have left this girl to become a slot bucket to people's perversion. She's still a minor.
I need you to rephrase that, and I need you to find better
No,
words
it means that
when you're speaking
perverts,
about a child
listen, and I want
a victim.
Listen to what I'm saying.
Just find some better words for me.
I'm working on that.
Okay.
Perverts will continue to just dump their perversion on her. She is still a minor. What we've figured out based on the facts of this case is that she doesn't have a reasonable guardian.
We do not know that.
People was able to move her from our house for 3 whole years.
We do not know that. We don't know. We're speculating at this point, but continue.
And you said reporters would report on what happens in the court. Well, I do not hear of any report of the court making any such order, only the acquittal. And I'm saying to you that if all the court did was dispose of this matter, we have failed socially.
I don't disagree with you.
And therefore, as a consequence, your learned lordship, Chief Justice, I'm calling on the Chief Justice of the Commonwealth of the Bahamas, your lordship, your eyes must come and see this. I know justice is blind and it takes no consideration for emotions. But my lord, I petition you that this child is going to become susceptible to social decay if her situation isn't changed, and unless, my lord, the courts grant her some sort of leave to have social service take carriage of this matter.
The saddest part is this is not something that is uncommon in our country, and which is why when we have conversations about this and people say, oh, Sani is getting emotional, I do get emotional when it comes to the protection or lack thereof of women and children in our country. And I don't think we take it seriously enough. And until we as a country get angry about the way that our women and children are being treated in this country, we will continue to have cases like this come forward, and we will continue to have people like him get off, and we will continue to have little girls who you say get lost in a system of perversion.
Right.
We need to take it seriously. I know this is jumping ahead to what we were going to talk about in the segment, but we had 3 women that were sexually assaulted last night. And I was reading the comments on the news, under the news story on Eyewitness News, and it just disgusts me, the things that women and men say in this country when it comes to sexual assault. Even the comments that people were making about this child that they know nothing of. So I think until we do more to protect our women and children in this country, we're going to continue, unfortunately, to have more stories like these.
No, I don't disagree.
Because
but what I do think, I think now that it is outside of because you know the judiciary is its own creature. I do not anticipate that the Minister of Social Service can, shall, or will dictate to the judiciary. And I get it, although I've petitioned the Chief Justice, I suspect that the court can only see what is before it.
Yes.
Now that it is back in the public domain, though, there is a Minister of Social Service that ought to give this matter direct attention solely because we have created, through the litigation of this matter, a quagmire. Here is what we now have. We now have an underage girl who is capable of consent, who obviously has a disposition that leads her in the direction of perverts, and there are perverts.
I can't say, you cannot say that. She was a child that was taken advantage of a predator.
And perverts
that could have
identified her as a soft target.
Well, you can't actually say that, because the one good thing we do still have in this country is that we protect her. So we actually have no idea who she is.
Sure.
So hopefully the predators also will have no idea who she is.
Fine.
So that is the one good thing that we have done throughout
Fine.
this entire process, is protected her identity.
But what she also is in law an underage person.
I understand
So she's
that.
an underage person susceptible to being exploited by predators who is able to give consent. This is a downward spiral, my friend. And the people in social service, I want you all to get off your laurels and go and seek this child. She needs to become the custody of the state, or have some state oversight.
I'm not disagreeing with you, but on the other hand, I also, I hear you talking about what's happening in the home, but there's no consequence either for the man that pushed her into this spiral that you're talking about. He just got off. So is there going to be, is there going to be some sort of consequence as well? Because even though he was acquitted because she decided to change her story, let's be honest, the circumstances that got him caught with that young girl is questionable.
It is questionable.
Because I will continue to say that no grown man should be in the company
But we've not been
of an
able to prove
11-year.
that it was unlawful, Sanjeshka.
No. Let me finish. I let you do all of that running on. We have not been able to prove that it is unlawful. No, because she changed her story.
Sure.
However, my question is to you, and you haven't answered this from the first time I asked, and I hope that we can finally move on from this. What does a 24-year-old man who found an 11/12-year-old girl on Instagram, then moved the conversation from Instagram to WhatsApp, picked her up almost every day for 2 years, 3 years, the timeline is kind of off. What was that relationship like then? What was he doing with her? Glad?
I answered this question.
You didn't.
I've answered it the same way every time. I don't know.
Okay.
What I do know is that before the face of a court, we were unable on the case of unlawful sex to bring a verdict. And because I live in a society that I deem law abiding by the rules of law, if a court determines that, I am bound to agree with the court.
I would really like to put this story to rest. I think we have beat this horse.
I have.
I just want to put it to rest.
My rant today is not about the legality or the legislating of the goings on of what brought us to this point, My rant today is, what is this now? 3 weeks we've been talking about this story? It is now outside of the realm of the judiciary, and I hear Jack Spratt from the Social Service Department.
My thing is just because you haven't heard about it doesn't mean that it hasn't happened. We do not know. That was my whole thing.
But Social Service Department, put it on the front page of the newspaper
they don't
tomorrow.
need to put it on because they have to protect.
Their actions.
No, I mean, if you want to hear from them, then fine. But I feel like we don't know what they're doing. You're having a rant about something you have absolutely no idea. They could be in a girl house right now.
I'm calling them tomorrow.
Okay, call them tomorrow and then we can find out.
Okay.
Okay? All right. So we can move on now to what we're actually...
I had to cool off a little bit.
You want a little fan?
No.
We have a little fan. You want a little fan?
No.
Okay. All right, so what we originally supposed to be talking about, what was it now?
Michael Algida said the VAT is not an election ploy. I agree with him.
But not just that. So for the past couple of days, the opposition and the government have been kind of going back and forth about the VAT exemption on items that is supposed to come into effect on April 1st. So it's April 1st, right?
Yeah.
I think, yeah. So the F&M has been saying that it's really not going to be a savings because even though these items are now going to be VAT-free, these big businesses still have to pay VAT when they get the items, and therefore it's more than likely that they're going to add whatever they still have to pay to get the items onto your item. So even though it's not going to be VAT-free, it's still going to be more expensive. And so they've been going back and forth about that. Do you want us to play the clip?
Sure, let's go to the clip.
Okay, we'll play the clip and then we'll talk about it.
Meantime, one of the country's top financial officials responding to criticism from the business community as concerns regarding value-added tax continue to mount. Our Lavencia Smith has the details tonight.
With another reduction in value-added tax set to take effect on April 1st, some members of the business community are pushing back, warning the new tax rules could create what they describe as an overwhelming workload. In a local daily published on Monday, a business owner cautioned that the additional requirements could make it practically impossible to submit accurate and timely VAT filings. They argue that it could have been far simpler for government to make uncooked food items VAT exempted rather than VAT zero rating when the change comes into effect on April 1st. According to the business owner, the current model adds another layer of difficulty for grocery stores, creating a new category of goods that retailers must separately track and report. As a result, the question was raised, why did government decide to zero-rate VAT on food items instead of making them VAT exempted? While the Minister of Economic Affairs, Michael Alkitis, responded to those concerns.
If an item is zero rated, the customer pays no VAT. The business pays no VAT, but they have an opportunity to claim what we call input credits on expenses, related to the business.
And when it comes to the difference between VAT exempted and zero rated items, the minister offered this explanation.
Business cannot claim back input credits on, things other than the price of the food. So anything else, like the example, transportation, electricity. So that's the change. That's the distinction. We felt it was more fiscally responsible for us to go the exempt way, so we're not in the position of having to pay large refunds.
This upcoming adjustment marks the third change of VAT under the Davis administration since taking office. After coming to power, government reduced the standard of VAT rate from 12% to 10%. It later cut VAT on uncooked food from 10% to 5%. Then in September of 2025, officials announced another reduction, lowering VAT to 5% on essential items. More than a decade after the introduction of VAT, critics argue the Bahamas is moving further away from the low-rate, broad-based model first implemented in 2015. Minister Alkitis, who served in the administration that introduced VAT, addressed those concerns.
Experience in VAT, you see we're doing some exemptions. We believe that the government has more experience in terms of the administration to be able to enforce it. And businesses have more experience in terms of their experience with VAT. And so in many, many countries, you see where essential services and items are exempted.
Laurencia Smith, Eyewitness News.
And so I think to everybody that says that this is an election ploy, they obviously have not read the newspaper. So, I was one of those people who publicly stated that I thought that it was malarkey when the Progressive Liberal Party said that they were going to take VAT down to 10%. It just didn't make sense to me mathematically. But even people like me had to come back and repent. Because they did in fact do it, and they did in fact do it in the first year like they said they would. And it was shocking. So I don't know how. It is almost as if they're playing the game. You know the game? Send the fool a little further. You ever play that? Yeah. So it's a game where you can never reach the post they want you to. And every time you get to where you are, the note that you must hand to the person who you get to next say, this is a fool, send this fool a little further. And that's how I feel with the PLP. Like, so they take it off of hygiene products. They say, oh, take it off of supplements. Okay, great. We take it off of bread basket items. Oh, take it off of something else. Okay, great. We take it off of all uncooked foods. Oh, now it's an election ploy? I mean, come on.
I think the problem that people are having with it, I don't think most people aren't calling it an election ploy other than probably the opposition, right? But I think the main problem and the concern that people are having is that the savings won't be passed on. Because while I no longer have to pay VAT on those items in the store still has to pay VAT on other items, on electricity and other stuff. And so people are saying now, the argument is there actually going to be a savings? Because the store now no longer can charge you the VAT to make up for the things that they had to pay VAT for. And so the argument now is they're going to just up the price of the item. So let's just say the item was $110 minus the VAT. Now that they still have to pay VAT on other items, but they can't get their money back from us on VAT, it's $125. So the price, the price could actually be higher, is what people are arguing, and what they're saying is bound to happen when this change comes.
And if stores are doing that, then that means that they're calculating or they're administrating VAT incorrectly. Here's why I say that. Firstly, VAT doesn't belong to the store owner, it belongs to the government. Therefore, it should never be counted in your bottom line. That's first and foremost. Second and foremost is the people should have been calculating the VAT that they incurred at the border in their pricing in any event. So for instance, I'm in the business
Not necessarily if you're getting it back. So I wouldn't
shouldn't be
calculate it
getting
in
it
the
back.
price.
You
I'm
shouldn't be
getting it
getting
back
it
from
back.
you to pay the government.
No, so what should be happening is, for the people who said they're getting it back to pay the government, there's no way for us to guarantee that.
Well, the point is, I think it is a legitimate concern that these stores, because they will be losing that money, will up the price. And so people are saying, okay, is there going to be some sort of checks in the prices to make sure that the prices don't go up just because they don't have to pay VAT anymore? It is a concern, and people smarter than you and I, economists I've seen, have been arguing about it on Facebook and social media all day.
Again, and I hear that, and numbers won't lie, but numbers can do anything you ask them to, right? And so wherever you slide the decimal point, you could change the number. What I'm saying to you, though, is there is no way for us to qualitatively state that the people that are in the process or in the business of selling goods aren't already calculating VAT into. Let's just say I bring in computers. I say that in order for me to be able to sell computers,
we're
I need
speaking
to
specifically about the food store.
No, I got you. I need to put a 60% markup. Okay, when I put the 60% markup, VAT is 10%. Now I'm putting a 70% markup. Now when I put the thing on the shelf, I charge you the government's VAT. There's no way for you to know that I put the 10% markup in there previously.
Yeah, but there's also no way for me to know that you're going to pass on your VAT savings to me now anyway, is what people are complaining about.
And so just like yesterday, we have to call on Bahamians to stop being so egregiously corrupt in their practices.
I don't disagree with you.
Okay.
We gotta take a break though.
Don't move.
We'll be back.
Eye on the Nation will be back right after these messages.
Vibes is resilience in motion. So even when things go out of sync, we do what it takes to bring the vibes back. At BTC, we understand your vibes because we live it. That's why we are dedicated to building a network as resilient as you, with a team of familiar faces working every day to keep you on beat. You are at the heart of everything we do. Our commitment is to keep your vibes flowing, no matter what.
Every great idea starts with courage. Every successful business starts with belief.
And every woman deserves the opportunity to turn her vision into reality. The Fox Foundation Women Entrepreneurship Initiative is back, bigger, bolder, and more powerful than ever. This year, Give to Gain honors women who gave their very best, their time, their talent, their sacrifice, and their vision to succeed in innovation-driven and emerging industries.
This initiative is about investing in women who are ready to lead, build, and grow. It's about creating a real pathway to success in a new era of business.
This year's program features 2 dynamic panel discussions designed to inspire action at every level. This year also features a distinguished international speaker, bringing global insight, helping to empower women to think bigger and lead boldly.
We're proud to grant over $75,000 in funding to emerging businesses and aspiring entrepreneurs ready to take the next step. If you have an idea, a business, or a dream worth building, now is the time.
Grant applications are open until February 28th. This is more than just an event. It is a powerful networking experience.
Surround yourself with women who mean business.
Join us as we give to gain.
Give your best, build what's next, and gain what matters.
spice it up with what we got.
Welcome back to Eye on the Nation.
Hello, welcome back to Eye on the Nation. I believe Miller.
I'm Sandy Brown.
Are we running straight to the Prime Minister? To the Prime Minister?
Did we finish that? I think we had another clip about them saying that it wasn't an election ploy.
That it was an election ploy.
We're going to play that, or you just want to?
No, let's go to them.
All right, so we're going to play this clip and then we'll go to the Prime Minister. Okay.
Well, Economic Affairs Minister Michael Halkitis defending the government's value-added tax slash against critics who call it an election ploy. He's arguing the Davis administration has been attempting to ease the cost of living through its tax cuts since coming into office. Halkitis' arguments came during the second reading of amendments to the value-added tax bill in the Senate today, where he claimed the government has been very intentional about helping Bahamians get more savings and ultimately getting more food on the table.
Customs duties were eliminated back in 2022 on dozens of food categories, including vegetables, beans, soy milk, spinach, peppers, other vegetables like lettuce, cucumbers, carrots, cabbage, and other staple products early, Madam President. So that puts to rest, hopefully, this claim that this is an election gimmick. We have started this from months coming into office. We began these reductions. And those were designed to lower the cost of importing basic food items, which in turn can reduce prices for consumers. Importantly, very importantly to me, Madam President, duties were reduced on important protein sources like chicken and eggs. Remember, we reduced the import duty on chicken from 30% to 10%.
Opposition Senator Dan Hanfield, on the other hand, arguing that the government's measures are simply not enough. He claims he's personally spoken to middle-class families who he says are unable to afford some basic necessities under the current administration, while touting the Minnis administration's zero rating to breadbasket items, medicine, and female hygiene products, which has since been reversed. This as he also decried the government leaving BPL's huge hedging plan to lapse, which he says gives Bahamians additional savings.
We remove VAT from feminine products. We remove VAT from baby products. We zero-rated VAT on medicine. Madam President, we zero-rated VAT on medical health insurance. We zero-rated VAT on a number of other things other than the bread basket. You ought to be applauding us for helping the women. Not over there. Speak loudly so the women can hear you in this country. Speak loudly so they can hear you, right? We did all of those things. We did all of those things. Whilst you came to office and ignored the advice of the CEO of BPL and allowed the hedging program to lapse.
I have a quick question, though. Listening to both of them say what their administrations have done and what they've taken, just take VAT off everything then. How about that? Because it seems as though every time an administration comes in, they say, okay, we're going to take VAT off of something.
Yeah.
So Henfield is talking about feminine products, baby products, insurance, that kind of stuff. And the Halkitis is talking about...
take VAT off an egg.
About chicken and eggs, and I was like...
Jomo must say in Jomo, all them egg you're going to go produce this month, take VAT off the egg. Put the VAT back on the egg, Michael.
My question is, if every administration is just going to come in and the first thing that they think that they're doing for relief for us is to take VAT off of product, just take it off everything.
Well, here's the thing.
And then, obviously y'all know that it is a burden to the Bahamian people because y'all both sides keep using VAT as a election ploy. Both of y'all used VAT. Both of y'all took stuff off of VAT, which means that y'all know what a burden it is to the Bahamian people. Just take it off.
But it is because VAT has been an overperforming tax. VAT has always overperformed. That's the reason you could lose $15 million worth of it because you guarantee you're going to generate VAT has been generating monies to the tune of 580 million, 760 million, 1.2 billion. VAT has never not VATed. I want to tell you that. And so they know that they could use it, take a little 10% off here, take a little 10% off there, etc., and really nothing should happen to your books, because you know that VAT, particularly when you remove VAT off of things that people consume, consumers consume. And so they will ramp up their consumption, and the 2% or 3% that you just gave them back, they're going to spend it, right? But when you, and I said this to this administration, just take VAT off of everything in a grocery store, full stop. No, but
it's just too
because
much
what
to
that
say
would do,
this has VAT on it and this doesn't have VAT on it.
right? But what it would do is it gives you nothing is like going to an amnesty post. So we don't mind if you kill us with VAT everywhere else. You know.
No, we do mind. You
boy,
speak for
when I
yourself.
reach in the food store, thank you, Jesus. Lord, the one place I ain't got to pay no VAT. You said, it's the same thing I told them about removing tariffs off of airports. Why make me lie to the... You know I come here to lie to the customs girl. I only telling this customs girl every nice thing I can think about. Hey, beautiful, your eyes are so beautiful. It's your birthday. This makeup is so nice, the way your lips and your eyeliner match. And my God, even your collarbone look like lie. I pulling all the lies out of my bag, just so I don't have to tell her, but this $2,000 worth of brand clothes I just buy.
I would like to say that I only buy $500 worth of stuff every time I come, and it's only twice a year.
And so I'm saying to you, make tax amnesty stations. So when I go to the airport, I could reel my bag through and hail her big hail. Hey, customs gal, I can see you next week when I bring another $2,000 worth of things. When I go in the food store, same thing. But we continue to do this. What do you want to call it?
I don't know.
It's like a little
cycle,
tango of.
But you know, I think that we're just gonna have to wait and see what happens April 1st when this...
And tell Michael put the VAT back on the egg. Jomo just said he's about to make 20 million egg. What is he doing?
Eggs and chickens.
Boy.
Well, something else that people are talking about now in the administration, the F&M administration is all up in arms about, and this one was crying about from about 2 weeks ago.
But you know what y'all do? Y'all listen to the petroleum professional.
And he said that the Prime Minister pretty much repeated what he said too, is that they have enough stored that right now it's not something that we have to worry about. Okay, if it's not something we have to worry about right now, why?
You know what they'll tell you? That they're expecting this war to go on for 18 months.
Yeah, we'll deal with things as they come. How about that? I don't want to go around saying the sky is falling, but it's not actually falling. Okay? So the Prime Minister had a press conference today. I don't know if it was a press conference. He just had a statement that he made from the office of the Prime Minister, which I think could have waited until tomorrow.
Right.
Because he pretty much said, we're going to meet with the relevant people today to figure out our move forward.
Right.
Just meet with them and then tell us. Why you have to tell us you're going to meet with them?
He's freezing out the opposition's opportunity to get headlines.
They already get headlines. We have the thing, the thing, show them the picture.
This is their social media with the F&M saying cap the VAT on gas.
Yeah. See, they already are ahead of them. No slapping up, Philip.
Yeah.
Come to Parliament tomorrow with a bill that would cap VAT on gas to ease the pressure of the gas strike. This ain't the only one. They have about 10 of these. They have one with the man sleeping at night, so he can't sleep because he's worried about gas. I don't know which man, but somebody told him they couldn't sleep.
Have a picture of the man sleeping?
Yes, you want me to send it to you so you can see they have. It's not the only one that they have.
Fine, I will give them that. But I've said to you often, right, that as go the Caribbean, so goes the Bahamas. This isn't an original idea. All they did was lift this right off of the BLP's page. It is the identical talking point.
Okay, you have that?
So show us the graphic from Barbados. It is identical almost. Is this the one? Yes, fuel prices cap extension from April 1st, 2026. The government is going to cap VAT on gasoline at 47 cents per liter, and at 37 cents per liter on diesel. So that's gasoline and diesel. The cap is going to remain in effect until March 31st, 2027. Could they please come to me with something original?
But I mean, they might have seen it and it worked for them, so why not work for us? You love Barbados so much that maybe
I like news. So I watch all news. You know, like how I was watching the president today, and the president said they're going to take Cuba. I said, see, people tell me don't worry about this stuff, but there's a man up there with a big stick, and Cuba is next.
Oh, I said that wrong. They had a picture of the man sleeping, but they say the man was government. I'm gonna post it. I'm gonna put it up for you guys right now to see.
But there is something that was on the Barbados flyer that I did thought was worth mentioning. This is my problem with the F&M.
See there, y'all. Y'all can put that up.
They never take a big enough bite of the apple. Because put the Barbados flyer back up. What they also said they're going to do, this is the Bajan government, is they're going to take excise tax down on fuel. That would bring an immediate relief to the pump.
But in our government's defense, well, can we play what the Prime Minister said? Because we also don't know what's going to happen. He said he's going to meet with the relevant authorities today to discuss what they're going to do. And then I guess come to Parliament tomorrow or come back to the people tomorrow and let us know what's going to happen.
Sure.
But he did have a press statement today that he made from the office of the Prime Minister, and I'll let y'all hear it for y'all.
Prime Minister Philip Davis has just delivered an address to the nation regarding the escalating crisis between the United States, Israel, and Iran. And according to him, there are some things that Bahamians can look forward to. One of those things being the electricity bills not rising exponentially.
That policy changes we began to make early in our term have built more resilience into our system. But it means we are able to see that your electricity bills, which are lower already from the changes, will not be impacted by the current prices.
Also, food is still expected to meet its April 1st deadline for a complete VAT removal.
This afternoon, I'll meet with the Retailers Association. That meeting is focused on one thing: how we work together ahead of the April 1st VAT reduction on food to bring costs down for Bahamian families. I want to hear their concerns directly.
And he is monitoring the security challenges.
That includes illegal migration, maritime smuggling, and other unlawful activity across this region.
So all I'm saying to you is this. So,
did you hear what he said?
Yes, but the retailers that he's talking about are the grocers. He's not talking about the fuel people.
Because he's saying right now it's not an issue for us because we have enough fuel stored up somewhere that our electricity prices and the gas prices won't go up at this time.
Sure.
Which I think was the same thing that...
Sure. So check him back in 2 weeks.
Yeah, maybe check back later. But right now, it's not something that we need to worry about.
Okay.
Is what they're saying.
Sure.
Isn't that what Vasco told us too?
That is what Vasco said.
Vasco said, for now, we're good. Now, check us...
Yeah.
In a couple of weeks or a couple of months,
and
if we run out by then. But you know, it is a real worry, I guess, for the future because gas prices affect everything. I mean, oil prices, affect everything, not just gas at the pumps. But I see one of our airlines today said that if this continues, that they're going to have to raise their ticket prices to travel.
It's because the price of oil is taking like $30 jumps. Like it went from 70 to 100 and then from 100 to like 100. It can't keep jumping by $30 every time, my friend.
But what the government is saying, it seems as though they're saying is we okay for now. But the F&M is saying y'all might be okay for now, but come with a plan, which I don't disagree with. In case it happens, let us know what the plan is. Don't wait until it's happening and then give us a plan, which I don't disagree with. They're saying, come and tell us what your plan is. Y'all saying we good for now. Okay, great. But in the event that we are not good, what are you going to do?
Well, I think the removal of the excise tax would be the government's silver bullet. I would actually tell them to shoot that shot first. And the reason I would say to shoot that shot first is because literally you would, like, immediately, there would be no, we need to sell off this. It immediately should reduce the price. And I think that's the best way to go.
But we'll just have to wait and see what they do, which is the exact opposite of what the F&M said that they wanted them to do.
The F&M said that they wanted them to take the VAT off.
No, well, the F&M said come with a plan. That's what that thing said. So put up the next flyer.
The thing I'm trying to tell you about is them talking tongue-in-cheek. Yeah. The government...
Cap the gas VAT.
Yes, but see, two things... You cannot speak two things out of one side of your mouth. Is that what old people say? So you can't say taking VAT off a grocery has no effect, and then call for the VAT to come off the gas. I suspect the outcome will be the same.
I need to back up. You got to know. So
I want them to practice, man. Practice, man. Come on.
You know, I give them their kudos for asking for the government to come up with a plan. You should too, because you wanted to know what this plan was from the beginning of this war.
I don't disagree. Did you hear what I just said? What
you can't say
is,
I get what you're saying.
Come up with a plan. take the VAT off a grocery, you're killing people, right? Or don't take the VAT off because the people ain't gonna benefit, right? And then on the same side of your mouth, you come and say, oh, but take the VAT off again.
You realize the opposition's job is to oppose, especially now
Could
with
we
the
have
election
a cogent, linear trajectory with which we are going to follow so that we know what your message is?
No.
Well, there you have it. Praise the Lord.
No.
Praise the Lord. There we bring our broadcast for the day to a close. Eye on the Nation is brought to you as a production of ILTV Studios. Cut off the light producer. Because if they're not going to do it, then we myself don't spat up ourselves worrying.
I just don't understand. Okay. All right. That's all. Okay. I'm going to agree with you because you're getting very...
That's like you tell the...
You're getting very...
You tell hard hands, hey, come home early every night, 9 o'clock.
He will never have hard hands.
But you don't want soft hands, because you don't have soft hands.
I have soft hands, but I also want him
You
to
don't
have
want him to have
soft hands.
softer hands,
Not softer hands, but you don't know callousy hands. And as a good woman, you have to
Every
make
house
sure that
only
his
need
hands
one
soft.
pair of soft hands.
Anyway, continue.
Right? So you tell hard hands, come home 9 o'clock, right? Then the man come home 9 o'clock. You say, you know, if you'd stay out to work till 12 and pick up the extra shift, we can make a little bit more money. But Jesus, woman, I should come home 9 or I should pick up the extra. I can't. The two of these things cannot exist together. You comfortable with that?
Do you want to tell them that? Look in the camera and tell the F and M right now.
F and M right now? The two of these things cannot exist to get the message together, man. Not for my sake, for whose sake?
For everybody's sake?
For Christ's sake.
For Christ's sake, sorry.
For Christ's sake.
For Christ's sake.
Okay.
All right. This man has been on a, I think he goes out of his way to find posters, banners, election paraphernalia, just so he could come and bring to you guys. So he was posting all day today in our group about some sort of Southern Shores war.
Yeah.
That is going on. Who is the war between?
So you remember a couple of weeks ago we reported that
this was the big billboard.
Denny Pensy, I fixed the road, and Obi say,
right.
what road you fix?
Okay.
And then Obi go on and bring the minister and
Right.
say, you know any minister? I bring a whole minister to prove to you.
And then
and Denny say, okay, no problem. You bring your minister, child. I ain't got a minister. Go ahead. And then Leroy Major come say, well, you gotta bring the minister because
y'all didn't give it to me when I asked.
Right.
Okay.
So well now Denny Penn had video gone viral, I guess, that say, well, since bring the minister, let me show you some other things for
The minister. Oh, I want to see this video.
So let's go to the clip of Denny Penn and Southern
I love
Shores.
me a good petty battle.
Good morning. This is Denali Panmaki, candidate for the Free National Movement for Southern Shores. I noticed as of late the Prime Minister has been popping up in Southern Shores addressing crime issues, which really is not a major concern for the residents of Southern Shores. However, sir, could you please send, along with the Minister of Works, the relevant persons to have the street restored on Golden Isles Road that has been dug up for almost a month. It is literally causing duress and an inconvenience for motorists traveling on that road. Let's face the real issues.
First of all, hold on, let me say something real quick. The whole time I was watching the video, I was looking for the road that she was talking about. Because I didn't realize the big white line across the road was the road being dug up. I thought it was like a marking in the road. You know what, Denley? I agree with you. Denley say y'all have the Minister of Works. This is what you need to be fixed.
You know this, yeah?
Yeah, and it's the little finger for me going across like.
The other thing I like, she say, I see you always have the Prime Minister popping up. Well, Prime Minister, which means I even ain't talking to Obi. Well, Prime Minister, since you like the pop-up brand, he mentions something but crime. I've been on the ground the whole time. The people ain't mentioned one thing to me but crime.
But they keep talking about this road being dug up.
See if you can go call your minister to come take a little quick look at this. Well, that went viral about 2 days ago.
Okay.
I tell you who ain't gonna be outdone.
Oh, jeez.
They ain't gonna outdo White Daddy, my brother.
So White Daddy went and fixed it?
With immediate effect. So let's go. There you saw. There you saw today with immediate effect. They sent fellas out there with a shovel and a pitchfork.
Well, that means that could be one little rain and it come back up. But okay.
I tell you one thing, it ain't no hole no more today.
But you know, I don't see anything wrong with this. I don't see anything wrong with what Dennerly did. She pointed out that it's going to be a problem. She said, well, I can't get it fixed because I don't have
I
my
know
daddy.
The minister.
Yeah, but since y'all know him,
since y'all know
this is what the issue is, and he went and they fixed the road. I love that. Listen, I think that this is something we should start doing more. Residents, go outside, take your phones, your smartphones, show the people the holes and stuff. I keep telling y'all, now is the time to get stuff fixed.
Send it to Dennerly. Certainly send it.
Or send it to, I think the Ministry of Works has a line that you could send it to. I don't know what it was. But White Daddy said,
oh, you ain't talking about this hole tomorrow.
And it shall be fixed. And they fixed it.
So I will say this then. If she is in the race against Obi, she certainly could spot Bad Road better than Obi. Because it was her who spotted the Bad Road first, remember? And now she spotted this. Obi can't keep up with her when it comes to spotting Bad Road.
Maybe she's on the ground, and that is what she keeps hearing the people talk about, and I love that. And that is what you are supposed to do. She's on the ground, and she said, this is what the people were complaining about. And she did a video, and they went and they fixed it. Thank you. I mean, I can't get mad enough for that.
Why did nobody ran, from I don't know how long. But
I can't get mad enough for that.
I thought it was... But again, like you always mention, the power of social media.
And I keep telling people that, and y'all don't listen. Yeah. Well, I see a lot of MPs have started listening and potential candidates, because when I go on TikTok now, all I see is people taking advantage of TikTok. Yeah. Now, some a little cringy, but some are actually really pretty good. But I would encourage all residents, anybody who wants to vote, anybody that's curious about what their aspiring candidates are doing, to go and follow them on whatever TikTok page, whatever Facebook page, Instagram, whatever it is, so you can keep updated with what's going on. Because a lot of them are now on social media, even if they just got on it. Yeah. And a lot of the giveaways and stuff on there too. Yeah. So that's the best way, tag them and stuff. That's the best way to try and get stuff and try to get stuff fixed.
So while social media is very useful, right? I always tell people you have to have content, because that's important in social media use. But you always got to try to have contacts. Mm-hmm. And so let me say, I think one of the best users of social media, believe this or not, is the Member of Parliament for Elizabeth, right? For whatever it's worth, I think her people make her visible. She is among one of the most visible people, both in the Parliament and in the Cabinet.
Who's Elizabeth? For the people.
JoBeth Colby-Davis.
I'm saying for the people.
JoBeth Colby-Davis. Yeah. But I note this week that this circulated throughout social media, and I feel like PLPs everywhere should have been cringing.
Why? It say better now, better to come?
Do you know the last time the PLP hear about better now, better to come? That was when Hubert Ingram ripped their shirt off of them in 1997. The PLP shouldn't want to hear the word better until resurrection morning.
Oh,
no, Francesca. Politics is war. And you have to ensure that in war, you're using the right tools. You can't be... You remember, better, gonna get better. 2 straight. Better, gonna get better.
Both of y'all just gonna dance now.
Better now.
So now they...
Better to come when the FNM went. And you remember that was the election when the PLP went with Stan. And Hubert Ingham got up on the rally stage at the FNM headquarters right after them. And Ingham say, the PLP say they decided to take a stand. Well, I believe they standing up because Hubert Ingham and FNM ain't leave them with nowhere to sit, my brother. Ha, ha, ha. You can't use this one.
I was trying to figure out what you were doing with the whole voice just now. But I mean, I don't see anything wrong with it. You taking this a little too seriously. Most payments don't even remember that. Most payments, it is war. I can tell you that. There's been a lot of social media stuff going on, a lot of war back and forth with these ministers and MPs and candidates and gift giving and all kind of different stuff. And this one see this one do this, so this one having a breakfast. And I will continue to say to the public, register to vote.
And I will say to JoBeth, blind his flag.
Even if you are not planning on voting, or you don't know who you're going to vote for, because they're giving out things. And they only giving out things to people who have the card. Unfortunately, a lot of these flyers say it. You have to be a member of the constituency, and you have to be a registered voter. I'm just saying, even if you're not sure, even if you know who you're voting for, and the other people having something, go and get Now is the season to get whatever you could get, because you may not see them after the election gone and for another 4 or 5 years. Get everything. Get the car, get the aviation license. What else they giving away? Get the doorbells.
Yeah. You
What
get
else?
your doorbell?
If I get my doorbell?
Mm-hmm.
No, I didn't pick it up yesterday. Shout out to
Hubert
Dr.
Willis
Mendez.
personally send you.
Shout out to them. They did tell me to go and get my doorbell,
See
but I
this?
didn't pick. I got to pick till the weekend. You know, I get off too late. I don't know what time the constituency headquarters is.
Doc, you have to
closed.
pick her up from home on election day if you want this one vote, Doc.
Let me read some of the comments.
So that man buying them flag, man. You can't use
Maybe
that
they
one.
just.
You can't use
You know,
that
maybe
one.
most people. Somebody said Leon. You are absolutely right. You know, I can keep calling you Leon from now on. So I assume that they are agreeing with you with the flag situation.
You know how
I assume.
bad
I'm
the
not sure.
FNM beat them in 97?
A lot of people don't remember what happened
They
in
beat
97.
Finland into retirement with better.
Someone say in her defense, the road that was dug up was literally right in front of her party's headquarters.
Okay, yes.
So that's how she saw it.
However, well, is it inside and source?
Yeah,
Well,
no, I don't have a
depends.
problem with what she did, and I don't have a problem with the fact that I say Levon. Levon is the political one, and all I'm saying is I don't think a lot of people remember what happened in 1997, and I think that a lot. What I notice a lot of these parties
into retirement.
What I think a lot of these parties are depending on right now are brand new voters. They're looking for new voters, new people to sign up and register. They don't care about me and you no more. We done vote 1,000,000 times. And those new voters have no idea
Ingham
what
say,
happened in 1997.
We beat them in Engliston. We beat them in Blue Hills. You know, they tell me that we couldn't win in Pinedale. And my brother, we coming for South Andres. We are gonna leave them standing because we're leaving them with nowhere to sit. You can't use better.
But what we're gonna do right now is take a break. We'll be back right after this.
Vibes is resilience in motion. So even when things go out of sync, we do what it takes to bring the vibes back. At BTC, we understand your vibes because we live it. That's why we are dedicated to building a network as resilient as you, with a team of familiar faces working every day to keep you on beat. You are at the heart of everything we do. Our commitment is to keep your vibes flowing, no matter what.
Welcome to Paradise Premium Foods, where exceptional taste meets everyday convenience. Right in the heart of Hurricane Hole Plaza, whether you're planning a beachside brunch, an intimate dinner, or simply restocking your favorites, we offer only the finest selection of local and imported goods, handpicked for quality, freshness, and flavor. At Paradise Premium Foods, shopping is effortless, service is personal, and every visit feels like a treat. From gourmet meals to go to organic essentials and indulgent treats, this is your neighborhood market elevated. Live well, eat better. Discover Paradise Premium Foods, now open at Hurricane Hole Plaza, Paradise Island. Paradise Premium Foods. Taste the difference.
I go into the shop and what I see, the things what they trying to sell for tea. I come to bring it back where I get it from, and then they tell me they don't give refund. I say, girl, who is you? I want my money back cause this thing ain't new. She tell me slide out, move off the line. I ain't gonna lie, nearly lose my mind. Time now, I just trying to get straight, you know, but they want rob me, but I don't know. So I walk off, got out of sight, cause that's enough robbery for me in one night. March off like a marching man. Call Consumer Protection Commission. When they pick up, I file a complaint. And quick as that, I get my money back. Wait, don't mess with the CPC. Don't mess with the CPC. Hey, don't mess with the CPC. Cause why? They here to protect me. Follow the Consumer Protection Commission, Bahamas Facebook page to stay up to date on tips that protect you as a consumer. It's your boy, Damien Trey.
Edenwell has expanded their testing menu. We now offer blood work, drug screening, and so much more. Our hours of operation are Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m., and Saturday, 8 a.m. to 1 p.m., located on 11 Madeira Street. We are here for all of your laboratory needs, with fast and reliable lab work done by our friendly and knowledgeable staff. Let us help you take the needed steps to stay in the know about your health. Let's keep working towards a healthier you. Stay Eden well.
Welcome back to Eye on the Nation.
Hello, welcome back to Eye on the Nation. I'm Levin Miller.
I'm Sandy Brown.
And you're listening to us on 103.5 The Beat FM, channel 224, that's on cable, channel 112, that's on Flow, and of course ILTV. Studios on Facebook, where you should have already liked, followed, and shared. And you can also watch us on YouTube on...
Sorry, Eye on the Nation.
There you have it.
I was reading a story.
So, where were we? So you agree or disagree that you can't use the
well, certainly
voice
there's
beaten in the wood?
Certainly there's a lady in our comments who absolutely agrees with you and thinks that we should be educated on it and that they should not use it.
Yeah. Just y'all back up from that one. Don't. That's like Voldemort.
It was certainly something that I wish that
Speak not the name. Yeah?
Are we done?
Yeah, okay.
Certainly something that I wish that we would not have to be talking about again. Yet, here we are.
Mm-hmm.
For the fifth time. Is it the fifth time? What's the name that you've given him? Because I don't even know his real name anymore.
Muley?
Muley is back in
And it wasn't even a week. And it wasn't even a week. You told
I feel
me,
like this was
You
yesterday.
told me, let's give it a week. Yes, I know.
Was it yesterday?
It was yesterday. And you say, let's give it a week. And I told you, every time they wake up and tell that boy, 999, he say, oh, Jesus, man.
So Muley originally, when he got caught, told everyone he was going to eat the charge.
Eating the judge.
Then he, on his first appearance in court, he pleaded not guilty. He pleaded not guilty.
Yeah.
Then he went back and he pleaded guilty.
Right.
Latest update, he is now in
said,
negotiations for a plea deal with the prosecution.
Yeah.
So yesterday I said
Yeah.
that James is safe now. He could just rest. This man is going to plead guilty and he will be fine. He will be fine. Now he probably somewhere punching the
Now we
walls.
have to watch the camera. You know like how in basketball, when you're unsure if the foul was made, they need time to go watch the tape. Or in football, sorry, we have to go watch the tape. There you see Muley. Look at
now
this.
we have to wait and see what's going to happen because he's in discussions for a plea deal, which means that he's probably cooperating and snitching and saying whatever he has to say to not spend 900. How much you say it is?
999 years. I know one thing. Every time they say the word 900, Mister. Let me tell you this now. You listening to me, son, Jessica?
I'm listening.
If you and I should forever, Shanta, I would never. But if you and I should ever find ourselves in a kerfuffle, and the people them tell me that it's 999, I am drawing them a map.
Oh, me too. I'm not gonna lie to you. I ain't going to jail by myself
Aerial
now.
surveillance. I'm not doing this by myself. No, sir. Matter of fact, let me tell you what she's driving. Here's a license plate number. And by the way, I think this is where she goes to get her nails done on every second Saturday. But we are coming to get you. We are coming to get you.
I thought it was going to be at least a week. It was one day. So Levin was right about this one. I don't know. Every time I think he hear about the amount of years that he's going to spend in prison, he just has changed his mind about stuff.
999.
So now we have to wait and see what the plea deal
We'll
is. What is going to come.
update you all again tomorrow.
It could be tomorrow, man. Tomorrow?
Oh, boy. Yeah.
I think it could be tomorrow. I don't think so.
I don't think this boy's sleeping in the night, I think every time they put him in the cell, I think it's the cling of the cell door. You know, like he okay once they moving him around the court precincts, moving around the, you know, the police station. You know, he's sitting in the cool in the back in the AC. He feel like, I mean, lock up ain't so bad. Hey, if I didn't make it through, we could been straight forever, daddy-o. We ain't have to worry about nothing no more, right? And then they close the gate because, you know, prison gate is go glung, gung, 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 gung.
I don't know how prison gates go.
Yeah, I learned this when they did us on the tour. So the prison is closed is glung, gung, 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 glung. When you hear that sound like 999. Niggas be saying, ain't no way.
We just have to wait and see what is coming out of it. Okay? All right. So another story that was making its rounds today that I had to breathe when I was reading the comments from Bahamians. I started to allude to it a little bit earlier when Levin was having his rant about whether social services is checking up on this 16-year-old girl or not. There were 3 sexual assaults that took place overnight. So I guess I can read each one. Do you want me to read all 3, or do you want me to read one and then we discuss it, and then the next one and we discuss it, or just read all 3 one
They
time?
can read them, just read them so that people could know that
So the
there are
first
sick
one,
people living around here.
So like I said, there were 3 sexual assault cases that were reported overnight. So in the first case, an American woman reported that after accepting a drink from an American man she met on Paradise Island, she later found herself in his room with no memory of how she got there and suspects that she was assaulted. An 18-year-old American man is now in custody and is arrested for questioning in connection with that incident. So it seems as though a night of partying, she may have been drugged. It happens. I will tell you, it happens more time than you think that it happens. I remember one time I was partying in the States and I felt somebody was walking behind me. I had my drink in my hand, and the only reason I realized that he dropped something in my drink over my shoulder was because it splashed on my face, and then I saw my drink kind of sizzle a little bit. So that was it does happen more times than you know of.
Yeah.
You know, people do some weird stuff. So I guess we'll have to see what happens with that. In the second incident, a woman told police she was asleep at home in Stapleton Gardens when a male relative allegedly held her down and assaulted her. The comments that I read in relation to that sickened me. There was actually a woman, and only because I am not very petty, I mean I am, but I'm trying to change because I do want to see God's face. I'm trying to be delivered. She sat there and said, and literally typed out, what was she wearing? When I'm in the house with my son, and I don't wear specific things because I don't want to entice him. You shouldn't be worrying about your son, about you not wearing certain things in your house with your son. You should be trying to figure out why you think wearing something in particular would entice your son. That is weird.
It is weird.
It is very weird. It is weird, and the mindset of Bahamian people to always go and blame the woman when she is sexually assaulted is crazy to me. And it's literally dozens of comments under the post just like that, with people literally blaming this woman, asking what she was wearing or if she seduced this man in some way. When rape is not about sexual stuff most of the time, by the way, it's about control. But how is it the woman's fault that a man cannot control himself?
I don't even get into the mind of rapists. I have no clue what's happening in there. I don't know. It's weird. But the proximity raises so many questions in my mind. What I've also found from my time working around the courts is I find it curious the way they describe the association of the person. I'm hoping this isn't an ex-husband and they're going through a divorce. That's what I'm really hoping.
They said relative.
Relative, right. It could be. So there are situations where people get divorces. The court can't separate their assets. They have to
I don't think they would have said relative. That's not a relative.
Well, I'm just trying to think about which relative.
No, if they say relative, I think they mean cousin, brother, daddy, uncle, that kind of stuff when they say relative.
Yeah, I feel like prosecutors would spell that out a little bit.
No, it's not. But this isn't the prosecution. This isn't something that went to court yet. This is just a police report.
Sure.
So when it does go to court, they will say grandfather, cousin, whatever. But for now, they're just saying that. And the last case is something that I thought we were done with in this country. Like, I feel like the U.S. sent enough warnings to us about this. I feel like they've already had enough jet ski meetings with the government. They've already had associations. I thought
Plus,
this
Joe
was...
Biden actually put in place the little jet ski task force I thought was doing a phenomenal job.
I thought this was a done deal. I do not understand why in 2026 we're still talking about that. But in the third case, the final case, an American woman reported that a jet ski operator took her to a sandbank during an excursion and then allegedly sexually assaulted her. The 29-year-old man has been arrested in connection with that matter. My question is, like, what do you think is going to happen next?
Yeah, she's going to go to the police.
I don't understand. What do you think is going to happen next after you do that? I do not understand. And then as much as jet ski operators have been through in order to get their businesses back up and running after there was a point where you felt like every other day you heard something about it.
Yeah.
Y'all really gonna let these people come right back and drag y'all back down that hole y'all just clawed yourself out of?
The US ambassador is actually putting up a link now and telling, people that are going to come to the Bahamas for spring break, like, click on this link.
Not to
go through the whole,
But they're telling people in the warnings that they send out not to rent jet skis, not to do that. You're causing a whole, this is your livelihood and the livelihood of the people that you work with.
For 6 minutes.
If that.
Yeah. Well, again, to her credit, can we put the camera on me that looks at me? I want to make sure I say this into that camera. Geez. To her credit, the Honorable Madam JoBeth Colby Davis had convened a group of people headed, in my understanding, by Senior Commander Byrne, right? And they were doing a yeoman's task in the policing and enforcing of maritime rules, law, and policy on all public beaches where there were jet ski operators. And so, for her foresight on that, and largely for her picking someone that I think is competent enough to get it done, I like a good bull-nosed commander, right? He was able to get in there, and I understand that they've cleaned a lot of this stuff up.
It was cleaned up. That's why I was trying to figure out.
But I suspect that they're going to drop the gauntlet on him. And even before he gets to court, I suspect there will be some policy breaches that they're going to get him on. And so you could go, little jet ski boy, and go face the court. I just
don't understand
your misfeasance.
I don't understand the thinking behind rape, period, sexual assault, period. But this is your business and your livelihood. This is the livelihood.
It's not. The business belongs to someone that is not out there raping, and then you have these people who they just have less of a value for good law and order. And
when I say the business, I mean tourism, because when you have stuff like this, people will not want to come.
Sure.
And every year, I am pretty positive the U.S. sends out a warning, and in that warning, jet ski operators are included, and they tell you don't do it unless you do it from the hotel. From the hotel. I mean, it's just, I just don't understand what's going on with us. We just need to get it together. I hope they make an example out of him. Of course, legally in the courts, as Levan had said, because, he's the one that is hold everybody responsible when it comes to the law.
I like to make sure we just live in accordance with the law.
Yeah, I feel differently about things that we should do to
those
criminals.
are the tenets of an ordered society.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. I don't want to live in a disordered society. I just want social normality to prevail. Okay. Somebody said that I must tell you to just go ahead and be petty. They must see when you go ahead and be petty.
Call the woman name. I'm not going to do it, but it was a disgusting comment. Y'all could go on Eyewitness News page, and it's right there. People were responding to her in the comments as well because they couldn't believe that she said it. But it is the kind of comments that you see all the time. And it's even equally disgusting that it was a woman. And this is what y'all are teaching to y'all children and to teaching y'all little girls, that somehow it is their fault when they get sexually assaulted, which is why people don't want to report it, because somehow it's going to be my fault. They blame it on the women all the time. The victim blaming is very disgusting. And it goes back to the conversation that we had earlier about how we do not protect our women and children in this country. I'm sorry. That's just how I feel.
Yeah. No, and again, I think that lifts on to my earlier point that once the judiciary and the law has run its course, I think I need social service to, in a wider net, try to see if it could sift through and just catch the social normalcy that should have been prevalent, but obviously wasn't. You know what I mean?
I get it.
Yeah. So I never want us to to divorce ourselves from the social science of the matter. Yeah, is that okay?
I don't disagree with you.
Fantastic stuff.
I don't disagree with you.
Fantastic. Listen, I on a roll today.
Yeah, I'm just sometimes but they say even a broken clock is right twice a day.
Listen, and only what you do for Christ is last.
All right, the last set of court news we're going to talk about, and then we open up the phone lines.
I do want to get to a letter. We have to get to this little letter. It's written by Ortland Bodie, none even more magically.
So you're just throwing things on me now?
No, because... Well,
yes, you are, because this was not a part of the plan.
I made the queue late. It's in the queue.
It's not in the queue. I'm looking at the queue.
This queue is broken. Could we have the new queue? Let's go to the...
Even our producer is like, what are you talking about? Go on, go ahead.
No. We're going to go to the court thing.
No, you said you wanted to put your letter in. Go ahead.
No, let's do the court thing.
You change your mind in 10 seconds?
No.
You want to finish the court thing and then go to that?
Yes.
Okay, so a man who was wrongly convicted apparently of armed robbery is suing for almost $7 million in damages for the time that he spent in custody.
Perfect.
So this guy is suing the police, the commissioner of police, the commissioner of corrections, the attorney general, the minister of legal affairs. He was in jail for 12 years and 8 months for armed robbery that took place in 2010. Now, I don't know what the sentence is for armed robbery, but 12 years? Even if he was guilty, is 12 years like the norm?
I think that sounds excessive.
He is seeking $6,891,843.20.
Could you please tell us what is the 20 cents for?
20 cents. That's in compensation for the hardship. So this is what they said. As a result of his wrongful conviction, he has suffered emotionally and psychologically. He is still being stigmatized because of the fact that he was imprisoned. And in a small community such as the Bahamas, everybody knew that he was convicted. He said his life was also put at risk by being housed with hardened criminals, and he still has flashbacks. He was unable to further his education, start a business, or buy a home because he was in jail. They don't have his age in here. But he was saying he wasn't able to do any of that because he was in jail.
He needs $7 million. That's how much he thought he was going to make.
In 2023, yeah.
Okay. Well, my brother,
but he added pain and suffering to it.
Okay.
Did you have pain and suffering? He was in jail for 12 years, wrongfully convicted.
Every day I have to wake up and go to a job for a salary. I have pain and suffering. What you talking about?
This is the part of it that was interesting. So the Privy Council squashed his conviction and ordered his release after finding a grave miscarriage of justice had occurred. So this is what they said happened. He was arrested. And he was denied his constitutional right to legal representation, right, to his trial. So I guess he did not have a lawyer when he was sentenced to 15 years back then.
Right.
So they said police were investigating the crime, and they went to his home looking for his brother. But his brother wasn't there, so they arrested him instead. So between July 2022 and July 2025 in 2010, police say that he confessed to multiple armed robberies and 2 murders. However, they had no evidence. So he was convicted based on a confession that he gave officers while he was in their custody for 3 days. Also, they said that he had multiple injuries when he went into court and he was remanded. When he went to see the doctor on July 27th, now he was in police custody from July 22nd to July 25th. He confessed to multiple armed robberies and 2 murders during that time. He went to see the doctor on July 27th. He had a temporal abrasion, handcuff abrasions, bruising on his buttocks, and broken bones. He told the doctor that police had beaten him and also deprived him of a right to legal counsel.
So he's just sacrificing everything.
He alleged that he told the police he wanted a lawyer, but they refused and they beat him. At his trial, he also requested a lawyer and was refused.
By the judge?
They said his request for a court-appointed lawyer was refused.
And you're going to get this man $6 million. Someone just messaging me saying, if he take off the 20 cents, we'll consider it.
If what?
If you take the 20 cents off, we'll consider it.
This sounds like, I don't know
so
how
the Court of Appeal
threw the whole thing away. They say it was a grave, the quote was, grave miscarriage of justice. Hold on, I'm trying to find it. A grave miscarriage of justice had occurred.
Yeah, but what did they rule on the damage?
Oh no, he's now just suing. They did that when they squashed his
for him to get out of
sentence
jail.
for him to get out of jail.
Oh, and how much he's suing for? $6 million.
$6 million. Hold on, let me go back to it. $6,891,843.20.
Man, he should at least take off the $3.20.
And you'll give it to him.
Round numbers, yeah. Because what the $3, that was the Gatorade for him to walk.
I guess that's. I don't know. Now he has a lawyer. He didn't have a lawyer then. His lawyer is Terrell Butler.
I have no clue who that is.
Yeah. But how he wants 1.1 for legal costs.
Hold on. Let's talk sense. Let's back up some more. You've been to jail for 15 years.
12. He got it after 12. 12 years and 8 months.
You sound like you defended yourself through your whole first proceeding.
Yes.
Okay. Gone to jail for 12 years. You should have been there for 15.
Yes, but he got it quashed by the...
You get your convictions quashed by the Court of Appeal.
Yes.
Right? And now you want to sue for $6,879,320. $300 how much dollars?
Around there, almost $7 million.
And 20 cents, right?
Almost $7 million.
And Terrell is who you going to pick up, my brother? Fine, Damian Gomez. What's wrong with you?
Maybe that's all he could afford.
You know what? Right after we get this money?
You know him now.
This is my cousin. I just adopt him. My friend, what is boy name? What do you mean, Terrell what?
No, that's what the lawyer's name is. Terrell. Hold on, let me go back. Why don't stop Butler?
You please give Terrell whatever you owe him. Tell Terrell, thank you for coming. My friend, I appreciate you so much. God bless you. Go and call Damian Gomez. You don't fool around with these kind of things.
I don't
understand. You
understand.
want to think I'm called Damian?
I tell you, it's a handful of lawyers. I call it.
Boy, we got 70 charges against you. He say, they say, you want us to call Carl? He said, who Carl? Go call Damian for me. Call Damian!
This story sounds like something, honestly, out of, like, you can't, it's just so many different, it's just so many different things that went wrong. Why are you still talking about this? I think that this man deserves to be paid some sort of money for the hardship that he went through. Because, I don't know, Terrell might be a good lawyer. Why are we stuck on Terrell?
Don't fool with that.
He may be a great lawyer.
You know any other lawyer around here who get money out the government for people being locked up? When the Japanese man was locked up, who get the money? Damian. When the other man was locked up from Sierra Leone, who get the money? Damian. My friend, tell Terrell, buy him 2 Gatorade and pay his bus fare or something. I don't know what else you can do for him. Go and call. Don't fool with this kind of stuff. Call Damian.
Someone to agree with you to get a real lawyer. How you know Terrell is not a real lawyer?
Terrell sound real to you?
Damian had to start somewhere, and so will Terrell.
Well, tell him come to court behind Damian. Don't waste no time. You didn't lose 12 years. You got more time.
12 years and 8 months.
My friend.
This story sounds very like a Lifetime movie. I do not understand how it seems like at each spot that there was something wrong. From he got arrested, they got looking for his brother. His brother wasn't home, so they picked him up.
Yeah.
They had him in custody for 3 days, refused to give him a lawyer. But he went to court. He got I don't know if he got remanded or convicted at this. I don't think he would have been convicted at the same time. Went to court apparently with these confessions that he had while he was in the 3 days. Went to the prison doctor with all kind of bruises, including brain damage, apparently. No other evidence other than the confession that he swears that he was beat out of him.
This beating sounded like they poured us out of heaven. This beating was so hot and so heavy. This boy, he confessed to
murders as well. But clearly the 15 years wouldn't have included the murders. He only got convicted of the armed robbery.
Crimes. He confessed. No, everything. Who all could? I can imagine him and CDU that day. What they say you do. I can confess to that. Don't worry about that. This beating was, and I do not condone the beating of people in custody, but this is some hot beating. The beating hot. First of all, you get locked up for your brother. This beating so hot. You even didn't tell the police, boy, I know if we can find my brother, you know. You tell the police, say, you know what, don't even look.
I'm not even laughing at this.
Don't even lock him up.
The Privy Council said his confession should not have been taken into account or allowed into evidence after police could not say how he obtained those multiple injuries during their time in his...
He sounded like he fall off of a roof
This man definitely deserves some sort of money.
Call Damien.
Let him stick with his lawyer if he feels his
Tell you
lawyer's
what,
doing.
you and Terrell, you all go right ahead. You all must don't like the way $6 million feel. Go ahead.
But of this money, 1.1 million is for legal costs. So Terrell getting paid good. 1.1 is for legal costs.
Boy, if you ain't have nothing to do with $1 million, bring that to me.
I'm not calling his name. He don't want. He already said he's being stigmatized because people thought he was an armed robber for that whole time. So I'm not gonna call his name, but him.
He sound like 12 years a slave to me.
They also didn't mention how old he was.
I never seen a Negro that could take beating like that in my whole life. I mean, this boy confessed to everything. He saw like he fall out of a plane. And the judge take this?
They said multiple armed robberies
I want to know what is the name of the judge? What is the name of the judge?
At the time?
Yeah.
I'm not going to say. They have it in here.
Well, bless the wonderful name of Jesus.
It's a very well-known.
Judge? Mm-hmm. Judge, what judge you leave your glasses home that day, Judge?
This was also 15 years ago.
Boy, beating was beaten in 15 years ago. What you talking about? You had how amount of beating that was? My friend, who to call?
Damien Gomez.
Don't waste time with nothing else, all right? Let's just, what else we going to talk about?
That was it. That was the last one I had, and then you wanted to talk about your letter.
Let's listen something for that advice, because he paid Terrell $1 million.
Well, he didn't pay him yet. The $1 million is included in the...
Listen, don't make the check out the eye on the nation. I know where the bank account is. Let me tell you.
I hope he does get justice. It sounds like I agree with the Privy Council. It was a grave miscarriage of justice at each step. Something went wrong. This wasn't just a one thing, and you could be like, okay, well, I could kind of. At each step, something went wrong.
We know where his brother is? Because I can tell you one day, I was suing the government. My brother was going to have to sue me. What he had? Broken contusion?
What is a broken contusion?
I don't know, but I tell you what, I'd say, well, you know how long I've been looking for you?
We'll be back right after this. We're going to open up the phone lines. We'd love to hear from you guys, but stay tuned. We have much more when we come back from the break.
Vibes is resilience in motion. So even when things go out of sync, we do what it takes to bring the vibes back. At BTC, we understand your vibes because we live it. That's why we are dedicated to building a network as resilient as you, with a team of familiar faces working every day to keep you on beat. You are at the heart of everything we do. Our commitment is to keep your vibes flowing, no matter what.
We all know there are ways we can help. Your help can go even further. Be an everyday superhero. Donate to Hands for Hunger.
It's time for Quick Draw. Get out your tickets now. We're playing Quick 2, 3, and 4. Good luck.
Welcome back to Eye on the Nation.
Hello, welcome back to Eye on the Nation. I'm Levan Miller.
I'm Sandy Brown.
So I have some announcements to make.
Okay, go right ahead.
Firstly, I want to tell you that Pratt pledges his undying love to you.
Who's Pratt?
Man, Pratt is the fella that talked to me for 6 minutes about you when I've been to the party the other day.
Oh, hi, Pratt.
And that you are the apple of his eye.
Oh.
And you are an apple from a tree that is not even on a hill. So whenever you drop, you will drop right by Pratt, and that's how we know you are his. And he wants to have you and hold you from this day forward, forever and ever, for as long as you both share.
Don't bother with it, Pratt.
All right? So there you have it, Pratt. I've pledged your undying love. Do you feel loved? Yeah. So Pratt loves you, but the guy at
Did
Coca-Cola
Pratt sell
today
gifts at Coca-Cola?
absolutely hates you.
Hi, guy at Coca-Cola.
And he told me to tell you, see, she just don't understand.
What's his name?
He didn't give me any name. All I wanted to do was buy one case of Coca-Cola that I promised to some children for one little event that I just trying to make it into heaven.
Oh.
But the man wanted to just tell me about his utter disdain.
I appreciate you, guy from Coca-Cola.
Yeah. And so I wanted to make sure that I get that out of the way. And then Glenda McKenzie, who I met at the Labor Day March last year. I don't know why, but I felt like I saw her, and I said, that looks like the woman that I met at the march. And so I wanted to say a special hello to Glenda McKenzie.
Hi, Glenda.
And so that all happened. She's from the airport, by the way. They're part of the Airport Authority Union.
Okay.
AAWU or something like that. And then I saw this. This is the last one.
Okay.
I saw this while I was driving today. So, you know, we had last week where Dr. Dwayne Sands' poster was undone. Well, apparently, Michael Davil poster overdone.
What do you mean?
I present to you the poster of Dr. Michael Davil. You zoom in. What? This person on this poster is not Michael Davil. Who is this? Who is this? PLP, go take this down. Who is this man? This is not Michael. You can't tell ChatGPT, give me a picture. This is not Michael.
Okay.
We know him.
I am trying to. Can I see the entire poster? I want to see if the whole poster is ChatGPT.
This is a chatty.
No, the whole poster is in ChatGPT, but they definitely put a photo of Michael Darville in ChatGPT or some sort of AI.
Yeah.
It may not have been chatty. And told
This just how the band get beat up for your brother, you know, because this is probably Michael Davil brother. They have a.
And definitely does not. This is the same conversation we had with y'all doing too much with AI.
And you know, it right on the corner, so it right by his constituency, right? I said, you think Michael see this? What is this?
It looks like it could be his brother. It looked like it's a relative of him for sure.
He looked like if Michael Davil was a Chinese. That's how he looks.
I try not to laugh. I mean,
man, y'all undo this. Man,
it's too late, and you see how big that is.
Take that down.
It is too late.
Please take that down.
It is
not for my sake, man. For whose sake?
Christ's sake.
Please take that down.
You know.
And zoom in. We can't zoom in closer than that.
No, don't zoom in no more, please. I try to be decent.
Where you all get this Chinese Michael Davil from?
They AI'd it. They were trying.
Oh, boy.
The phone lines are open. Give people the number to call.
323-7775, 698-0775. So is it better for the poster to be undone or overdone?
You know, from far.
I almost buck up looking at that.
From far, it may look like him.
You mean like from a helicopter?
From like when you're driving on the road. From far, it has a resemblance of him.
Okay.
I want to read some comments so you guys can comment on our live on YouTube or Facebook about whatever it is that you want to talk about, something we may have talked about today, an opinion on it, whether you hate us, whether you love us, whatever it is. Also, you can give us a call. Phone lines open. Give them the numbers again.
323-775-6. That's not enough numbers. 323-775-698-0775.
And
Barbados giving you $300 a month if you have twins, by the way.
Let me read this comment, and then we're gonna go to the phone lines because people are already calling. I was trying to figure out what's wrong with you two on the show.
Mm-hmm.
Then they figured it out.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all only using one eye on the nation. What happens if something goes in that eye? Y'all ain't gonna see nothing. I think the show needs two eyes.
This is exactly how you know when marijuana enters the conversation. This is exactly how you know.
Is he talking about this eye?
This is exactly, I could tell you how this is happening. This is 4 friends sitting down on a bucket next door to the water pump, right? And they were sitting there, one of them watching us on his phone. And he said, what you watching, babe? I watching Eye on the Nation with the girl named Chani them. And he said, who Chani them, boy? Chani, you know Chani, and with the boy named Levan. And he said, let me see it, man. Hey, that's why they don't run, no.
Because they only have one eye. So producers,
stop smoking the dope.
The people want us to have 2 eyes because if something goes wrong with this eye, we wouldn't be able to see.
We wouldn't be able to see.
Yeah. And so we need
absolutely
a backup
He narrowed it right down for us. We appreciate you. And here we were thinking we'd gotten it correct.
Nope, we need 2 eyes to have eyes on the nation.
Because like what if an eyelash falling in it?
Hi, caller. Welcome to the show.
Hello.
Hey.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, I'm good. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Man, listen, I just passed that post to you. My God.
Is it as bad in person as it is in the picture?
Listen, I know him personally.
We all have seen him. We know
and that don't look like him.
I don't think he
I want to ask a
like
question. Ivan.
Hey.
I sent you a photo of your grandfather.
Mm-hmm.
Did it look like your grandfather?
Yes. Was that my grandfather? That was my great-grandfather, yes.
Your great-grandfather?
Yes.
And you didn't have to figure out who it was?
And I didn't have to squint my eye, no.
Okay, good. Well, whoever that is, who did that photo, like the late great used to say?
Yeah.
They're safe.
They're safe.
I mean, they wanted to make him look more youthful.
But you could do that, Johnny. You could do that, but
I trying to help them. I don't know what else to say.
No. You can't help them.
I can't help them. Okay.
Like you said earlier, it's too late.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Looking at that,
I bet you a good afternoon.
Thank you.
Looking at that will make you buck up. Don't look at this. When you get on Milo Butler Highway, turn your head towards the southeastern direction, because that poster, it is.
Hi, caller. Welcome to the show. Put it back up. Somebody said they haven't seen it. They want to see it. Put the poster back up for 1 second for people who may just be joining us on the live. They want to see the poster.
Michael Dowell. Just looking at this make me want to go, Mama Leo.
You know what? Maybe.
Mama Leo. What is this?
He look an entire different nationality. I'm not sure what's happening.
These even don't look like Michael glasses. Who is this?
You know what? He looks like someone I would trust. He looks trustworthy. His teeth are nice.
He looked like a fella named Carl. He looked like, hey, Carl.
And Carl looks like he is a good, upstanding citizen. He looks like someone I could trust. Maybe that's what the cues that they put into Chatty. They put his picture and they say, make this look like a man that I can trust.
They probably should put whoever this person is in all like the healthcare commercials. Do you think healthcare is crumbling?
Oh,
we can fix it.
Can we go back to the phone line?
What is that?
Hi, caller. Welcome to the show.
Hello.
Hi.
Yeah, I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
Why is the bank? Can I call the name of the bank?
Sure, why not?
I gotta know the man. No. Be careful.
Okay. You have an account there at the bank. Had the account for many years. So why are they requesting you to have 2 pieces of ID to cash your own check? A check that you wrote out, signed. You signed the check because it's your account. So why do you still need 2 pieces of ID when it's your account? That don't make no sense to me.
This sounds like a Canadian bank to me.
I also
No,
don't
it's
think
a Bahamian bank.
I also don't think it makes sense when they say your ID's expired, and I'm like, but I'm still the same person on the ID.
Yeah, but you may not be happy with that old person.
I'm still the same person on the ID that's like, oh, this driver's license is expired, but you only wanted a picture with my name and my face on it. So I get it. I don't understand the 2 pieces of ID.
I don't.
I don't, but
Y'all can look into that for me, please.
We can ask.
Who would we ask, though? Okay, we'll check into it.
Thank
Who
you.
would we ask?
I don't.
Okay, bye-bye.
You know everybody.
John Roll. He's the governor. That certainly sounds powerful to me. John, man, take a look at this.
Hi, caller. Welcome to the show.
Hi, Sonny.
Hi.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Bernie Johnson, the original one. Victory in Jesus of Nazareth. I am PLP.
Yes.
And my prime ministers are this present prime minister, Philip Edward Davis, and former prime minister, Terry Gladstone Christie. The 2 things you threw out or you commented about was about the young girl remarks or about the raping of the young child.
Yes.
And also about the 2010 arrest. I was working in the foyer of the House of Assembly, and at that time that would have been a portion of the investigation, because there is the same message that the judiciary is flawed, not the jury. Please. The judiciary is flawed because at no time that man ought to have been denied a public attorney. Okay? So therefore, whatever transacted, that is being investigated because I received that information from 2010 that he was the wrong person.
We're very happy to have that information. So we're very happy to have that information, Bernice. Thank you.
See, this will be corrected, and this is one of the reasons why I said your young people who want to say they want to get into the position, you must know the history, and this must be shared with the Commissioner Shanta Emily Knowles and Minister Wayne Monroe, the best Minister of National Security.
All right. Praise the Lord.
Thank you.
32377.
Someone say without the glasses, it looks like him maybe when he was younger. The man who made the comment with the 2 eyes said, "Leave my robust round table brethren. I was smoking by myself."
Yeah.
He said he was smoking
Yeah. I can tell you when the marijuana is getting good.
So maybe you were right about that one. But he said, leave his robust round table brethren.
Absolutely.
I was smoking by myself.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hi, caller. Welcome.
7775.
Hi, caller. Welcome to the show.
You there?
Nope. Switch it. Hi, caller. You there?
Tell them to keep their eye off that eye and keep off that stuff and let that eye stay. That nice man. I don't know who dropped that, but that is nice.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, y'all do well now.
All right, thank you.
All right.
Yeah.
Tell them to keep off the eye.
Keep off the eye.
And off the drugs.
Yeah, but he said he was, you know, he admitted he was.
Something for the brain.
Yeah, he said leave.
You know what else? You're not going to believe this. You know, as much as you criticize me and scandalize my name and talk about me, you call me a whoremonger, but that's all right.
Okay.
Once I live in holy, that's all right.
Get to the point.
You know, I thought about you today.
You bought me something?
Well, you know, I ain't just going to say I write your name down on a list somewhere. But I did bring you something. I've brought you
a box.
I'm a consistent man. And so now, when you finally get your passport, and when you get your voter's card, Guess where you could put them? I can tell you one thing, and this box will change your life. Now, all box can't change your life, but the box I give you, there's a life-changing box. When you touch this box, Francesca, your life will never be the same.
I will tell you how I feel about this box off air.
Yeah. So now, you know where you can put your passport? You know where you can put your voter's card?
You know where you can put that box?
No.
You know where you can put that box?
You just put things in the box. And so now, I ain't sure about all other box you got. But this box right here, your life will never be the same.
I can tell you where you can put that box later.
You see I bring this home in my nice shiny box?
Hi, caller. Welcome to the show.
Oh, boy.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I don't know. You don't know what you're talking.
What?
I didn't
hear. That's the demo perspective of the child. That's what I do. And this is something I saw. I went and opened.
I'm sorry. Your reception is very bad.
I saw the the gentleman. The guy that said that they just brought out with stuff.
The passport?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, I got my stuff in.
You got it?
Yes, sir. I got my stuff in.
Because I was just in order report. I live in both.
No, I got them in. I'm just waiting now. I'm just waiting. But thank you very much. But I was able to put all my stuff in.
Did you get that delivery or you never called?
No, I didn't get her. I just ended up just going myself. Yeah.
Let me talk. You're right.
Hey, buddy.
What's happening?
I right here distraught. I wanted to give Sonny a life-changing box, but I don't know.
You could have this one under here with giving me splinters too, you know.
I ain't talking to you.
You don't need no box and no cardboard like the main roach and rat under the deck.
But hang up on this.
He want me to have roaches and rats.
My box.
Yeah, putting up with your foot.
Go ahead.
Thank you, caller.
Fire, nice time, Levi. I've been down a too. I don't know.
You mean this man who can't get you in contact with one woman in the whole passport office, and this who I must take advice from? I'm not taking advice from you, sir.
Yeah, I've been calling you. I called you for 9. I called you like 7, 6, 5 months now. They called me back. I feel in the White House or something.
Oh, no. This man, my producer will tell you, I called this man. This man is a Brian Ross. He's a fake and a fraud. I called this man on 4 different occasions. Producer, do I lie? I lie not. I lie not. All he want to do is cast aspersions. He don't answer the phone. I called this man 4 times. This is exactly why you ain't got no passport.
I put my passport in myself.
Tell you one thing, I can put my box.
You could have your box back. As a matter of fact.
You're right. You're right, because you
Hold
can't have my box.
Hold on. Let me
I don't know who box you can have, but you ain't gonna have mine.
Take that one back too.
I know one thing.
Because that give me splinters.
I know one thing.
As a matter of fact, take them back.
I know one thing.
Hi, caller. Welcome to the show.
I know one thing. These my box. You ain't gonna like them. Hey.
Hi, caller.
Good afternoon. Hello.
Yeah.
Hi.
Good afternoon. Lead other woman name. Listen.
Hey, buddy.
Stop letting these fellas call the show.
Give my box.
Playing crackhead games. So taking up the time. But I have a quick question for you and Sonny.
Hey, buddy.
Hi.
First one is, do both of you all consider yourselves young professionals?
I kind of old now. I kind of old now, but I like to think about myself as professional.
Middle age.
And I see the young lady laugh. But anyhow, as what I'm getting to, right? On a serious note,
Mm-hmm.
you know, we in silly season and election is upon us, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, do you think that low voter turnout is going to impact the outcome of this general election, number one? And number two, do you see any of the parties gaining momentum with the young persons? I ain't talking about the young people who wearing T-shirt and jumping up and coming out of the event, but genuine young people who have registered the vote. I'll listen to y'all too inside the lineup.
Sure.
Thank you. I have I don't know if it's a privilege, because Lord, but I have a nephew that's 19, 20, and I have a daughter that's 17, and so they have friends in the 18, 19, the voting age, who would be first-time voters. And I could say that they are not interested in voting at all. I don't know, the comments that I keep hearing from them are they don't see the difference between the two parties. So I do think that a lot of young people are disenfranchised, but I think more than that area, I think people who are just coming back home from college and are finding that they don't have as much opportunities as they would have had. That's another big group of younger people that seem to be not interested in voting because they don't see how it works in their favor. That's just my opinion on that. As it relates to low voter turnout, I know there was a low voter turnout the last election. They blamed it on F&Ms who refused to come out and vote for the PLP, but they didn't want to vote for the F&M. I'm not too sure about the voter turnout this year. I think it's going to be this election. I think it will be higher than the last election, but I don't know if it's going to be very high.
So there were several mitigating factors. COVID existed in the last time. And so people had to make a conscious decision between democracy and health, particularly since we had created the COVID boogeyman, right? And the healthcare system is what it is. Secondarily,
but also at that time, it had already started to ease up when the election happened.
Yeah, but you remember we were in lockdowns. Lockdowns ended almost like days before the election. It was just...
And we could also be honest, even though we were still in COVID, the process was not difficult. I went through it. It wasn't difficult.
The voter turnout was so low.
Yeah, but I think a lot of people, like I said, blame the voter turnout on the fact that F&Ms were not happy with Dr. Vanessa's representation, and rather than vote for the PLP, they just decided to stay home.
Sure. I think what I will say is I think the PLP has the lead leg among young people simply because I think they have a couple cooler candidates.
Yes, I agree with you
So
with that.
they have people that are good at it, and then there are people that are horrible at it, right? I'm talking about absolute rock star MPs. JoBeth Colby Davis,
Leslie
Pia Glover Road, Leslie Miller Bryce, Sebastian Bashan. They're just lightning rods for young people.
For young people, agreed.
And so they're gonna have to figure out a way to run that little herd rugged this election and just let them go everywhere young people are, because young people have a natural affinity to them.
And because they're on TikTok, and TikTok is, according to my daughter, where the young people are. So if you want the young people, you go on TikTok. Apparently, if you want middle-aged people, you go on Instagram. And if you want old people, you go on Facebook.
You're not going to say these kinds of...
I'm telling you, that's what the young people say. You go on Facebook.
Take it back. It's blasphemy.
Anyway, we will just have to wait and see. But I do agree with you with the fact that they do have a lot of
cooler candidates
that seem to be a little bit
and
cooler.
And young people look like young people.
And are resonating with the younger people better than some
Think
of the
about three young F&M candidates. They all have receding hairlines and terrible...
No, the boy who used to be in the news in Freeport, who is now here running in Baintown.
Name two more that are young, and he from Freeport. That's not gonna connect.
Yeah, but he's. Let me ask
the question correctly. The young and
you asked who seemed to be connected. Lincoln Deal.
I also don't think so. I think Lincoln represents what was all popular, holistic, family man. Like, he connects more with 45-year-olds.
Can I tell you somebody who's not young, but who I think connects on the F&M with the younger people?
Who?
Fox. Sorry, Dr. Fox, not Rick Fox.
Nicholas Fox?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And he's not young.
I almost going to ask you if Adrian Fox got a nomination. It took me a minute to figure that out. Dr. Nicholas Fox. Yes, but Dr. Fox is an old man, right?
Yes.
Like you said.
Yeah, but he seems to be connecting with the younger people.
Sure. Okay, so we're gonna give you...
Rick Fox is playing basketball with one of them the other day. Okay. Let me read some of the comments. Someone says, so only the F&M stay at home. No, I'm just saying that was the excuse that people made after the last election.
That was the excuse F&M people made.
That was a big thing that they kept saying, oh, the PLP only won because F&M stayed home. So that was a big thing.
Like people who wife get take.
Someone say, please finish the box with a beautiful wood finish.
But brother, you with your wood finish, you had any box?
Sonny, that
you
box
ain't
is
even
a
had
treasured
no box.
possession. Loving the show with you.
She ain't even know where this box come from. She ain't know where I got the box from.
Sonny, you and Miller doing a super job. Very entertaining.
No one thing.
It's something about leaving giving Sonny boxes. I don't know what it is.
I know one thing. You ain't gotta worry about
someone
my box
say Captain.
Captain,
you asked for another young person in the F&M.
Who Captain? Or Captain Travis Robinson?
Yes.
Again, Travis is young. He's probably still the youngest person in the slate. Does Travis have the dynamism?
I think honestly, I think Dr. Fox has it. I think who else did I call just now?
Philippe.
Philippe. I think he has it.
He has Freeport it. That ain't the same thing. Because, you know, it's one thing to be cool, and it's another thing to be Freeport cool. Like, everybody that I know from
You ain't gonna do that.
Freeport,
The people already mad at you right now about your Bimini comments and your Exuma comments.
It ain't my
Relax
fault.
before
They
you
just
get...
cut portion wings and I have to make sauce. That can't be my fault. I didn't know that was possible.
We're gonna take, how many calls can we take now before? Can we still take some more? It's 5 minutes too. One more, only one more? So you pick eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Hi,
Hello,
caller,
hello.
welcome to the show.
Hey,
Hi.
leader.
Hey, Secretary General.
Listen to me, leader, the man there.
Not here.
Listen to me. If she don't want that box, how big that box is?
But it's a box perfect enough to put in your passport in.
You think Nicholas Fox could fit in that box?
You see that? It's wonderful. It's made of nice, shiny.
I can't see. I'm asking you if Nicholas Fox could fit in that box. Stand it up and Fox it. Y'all talking about posters. Did y'all ever pass in Fox Hill and saw that one with Mr. Mitchell? They take it down now.
No.
Yeah,
Somebody said they had one up for him with no teeth.
Yeah, with what?
With no teeth in his mouth. Somebody in there one night must he figured it out with some black thing.
Oh, boy.
Making two, but they took it down.
Oh.
They took it down.
Oh, so we vandalizing now? Well, I mean,
Yeah, but I don't agree to that now. That ain't on my accord.
Yeah.
I don't like that. You know, that's people way. That's an offense, punishable by law.
All right, we gotta go. We out of time. That's just how I disagree with the amount of beating they give this boy. This boy sound like he followed a helicopter. I ain't stop thinking about that yet. Man, Damien, do this one for him pro bono, man. And then tip Damien.
somebody might have, the lines are closed. Sorry about that. We had some calls waiting, but the lines are closed. Somebody might actually reach out to him and...
What letter?
The one that you was going to read from a long time, and then we could do it tomorrow.
We could do it tomorrow.
We don't have enough time. I think you said it was a letter by
Portland
Bodie.
Bodie. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was actually quite impressed. It was quite coherent and cogent. Don't ask me to repeat that.
Can I have my box
No,
back?
no, the box.
No, I don't want that. I
Box
want the
my
one I have
foot.
my foot on.
You could my foot.
The people want you to put a nice finish over it so I could...
I don't pay them for advice. Next question.
But that's fine, because my foot...
I know one thing.
My foot is still up.
When you have restless foot syndrome...
My foot is still up.
When you have restless foot syndrome... Oh, see, but the producer say you give the box up.
That's because he wanted. He wanted him to say he need the box.
I wish
say,
you
bring
catch,
him the box.
I wish you catch plantar fasciitis.
My foot's still up though.
Dangling foot, you.
we'll be
see
back
you tomorrow.
tomorrow. See you guys later. My foot's still up.